Legion taken though. That one, is pretty good. Means against the Axe decently well. And of course does play against the Chaos Knight and Empress Spirit all right too. It doesn't counter anything out that hard in the lane though. Again, when you pick up this hero, I think like okay, you want to dispel something, or you want to sit against the enemies and just kind of click them back under the creep wave. You're not really that good at doing that against any of these heroes. Now that I really think about it, like against the Axe, once you're like level 5, you can click him back. Until then, Axe, I think he wins with his click you back into the creep wave ability.
More control here. I actually think this is really good from Infinity, their lineup. I mean, X torrent call or X into a call. You don't even need the torrent. You can line the torrent up after where the call is going to end. I think it's a good little combination right now from Infinity.
10 seconds.
Team Brazil, their lockdown is unreliable stomp, reliable telekinesis, and duel. I think they need another stun, personally. They could throw that Legion mid, go for something else in the off lane. I did like that Sand King. I know it was a 4. I just think you need something with a little bit of lockdown. Maybe somebody who picks up a Yules as well. Just because you're going to want to Yules that Axe. Or, even Yules yourself.
No, you could pick it up on Flea. Again, he's a greedy 4 player. When he's got to Elder Titan, he's going to get himself a little bit of farm. Of course, a player like him, he's going to go, okay, I want to build Aghanim's Scepter instead. I want to just run through the boat, run through a Torrent Storm, be magic immune, click down all these heroes. Let me at him. I'm not sure he's going to get that opportunity, though. There's a lot of
10 seconds remain.
Monkey King banned out, Death Prophet banned out on side of Infinity Esports. It looks very obvious here. They're afraid of like these big boys running at them, being very aggressive. That would help them bring down the towers pretty quick. The Death Prophet, anyway. The Monkey King, I'm not sold on. You just don't really want to play against a Monkey King with a Kunkka in the mid lane.
What about Phantom Lancer?
For which team?
For Infinity.
Picking that up here. I mean, it's all right. You run into the issue, of course, Legion Commander being able to clear everything out really quickly. He doesn't really build natural armor items, so Elder Titan would burn through or break through all of his base armor, and you'd be able to just blow him up underneath a duel instantly from Legion Commander. So that's the problem that PL has, some of these agility carries.
And then trying to think of what they'd want to do with potential carry. Phantom Assassin.
Oh my!
I'm not even gonna guess anything else. Let's go. All right.
One Neph. Yeah, I'm blown away here.
There's the roof.
Interesting that they would go for that one. We'll see how Team Brazil counter this one out.
Underlord offlane, Legion mid.
5 seconds remain.
Okay. Whoa, Underlord? You're looking kind of good.
Tiny.
Looks like he's packing on pounds recently, but he's a lot smaller.
Oh man, I thought I had that one. I was really hoping. I tried. I tried to go back to back.
It would have been neat. All right, it's Flea on the Rubik actually, and KJ on the Elder Titan playing it in position 5. Again, that makes sense. Rubik more of a position 4 hero, and Flea thing as well. He played this a bit when he was on Demon Slayers. Couple of months, almost a year ago now. My God, time sure flies when the world is in lockdown. So, with the Zeus picked up here, they'll be able to clear through illusions pretty easily. They'll be able to stop a push. You were worried about these big boys, Mr. Jeans, Ben Jazz, but when you do the percentage-based damage from
5 seconds.
Static Field, you clear things out pretty quickly and push these guys away from your towers. And of course, Mandy's extra illusions just become a source of farm for King RD and Zeus here. Looking forward to this, but I'm favoring Team Brazil's draft. I wasn't convinced by Phantom Lancer, even though you called it. You think this is an excellent pick here. I think you're going to get killed by KJ and King RD.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah. I don't like it. I'm going to be real with you. I'm very quick to critique these teams. Twitch chats keep saying, "Oh, Neph, you're toxic. Stop flaming them. They're trying their best." You know what? I believe they're trying their best most of the time. When it gets very late at night, I'm seeing a lot of pretty obvious mistakes, though. I'm gonna be the first one to say, you know what? I'm not convinced about that play there, Mandy. I think you could have held on to that spin on the jug a little bit longer. I think maybe you could have built a different item if that's how you wanted to play. But I'm not the player here. I'm willing to take criticism as well. I'm talking out my
Behind.
yeah. Feel free to call me out on it. Again, you'd be wrong, but I'll listen.
Damn. I mean, I'll listen. Probably be right. Oh, everybody dying. Let's go, Team Brazil. Big fan of the coordinated deaths.
It's like one of those Call of Duty taunts where you just kind of like you finger gun and like shoot yourself in the head and die. And it's like the post game thing. It's like, how does that make sense? That's what you're threatening me with?
Death? Come at me with death? Well, pause action. Brought to you by Monster Energy. Leg. Mid Zeus. I didn't see that coming.
Mid Zeus. Here we go. Coming through with the woo. I got the last of the Monster Energy in me for tonight. So I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. After tonight, we're going to have a good night's sleep. Get prepped for these games tomorrow. We're down to 3 games a day after this, minus the 18th when the Beast Coast game got pushed back. Let's go, then. We're bringing the hype for this last game, everybody. Team Infinity, sponsored by Gillette.
The best a man can get.
I think it is so neat that all these
slogan,
sponsors are coming to South America. Like, there's such an awareness of esports and everything. There's so many fans. Apparently, in the Thunder Predator versus Beast Coast game that happened the other day, there was 100,000 viewers on Facebook for the Spanish cast.
Damn.
That is wild. Yeah, that's what the Omega League got in their English for the Grand Finals. You put on a show like that, like with like the heavy investment, OG behind you, all the best talent in the world flying in, trying to mimic TI, and then you just put 2 teams that hate each other out of South America against each other, and everybody, like the same amount of people tune in. That is crazy to me. So, talk shit all you want about SA Dota, but we got 6 SA teams here. They got the viewers, they got the skill, and you're here watching Infinity versus Team Brazil. Let's go. KJ, the arrow, it misses. Okay.
Nah, keep going.
With the play-by-play. All right, right click coming out from Prada. Here comes another one. He's gonna gap the distance soon. He gets back. Oh, the tip's coming out finally onto 4DR.
Clap in the chat, boys and gals.
Give me the clappers.
Man, they got it super high pitched.
Yeah, I need to complete Apex Mage. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I've only attempted it like twice. I got very close my first time, and
yeah, I think I only got hit once. I've only tried it like once or twice. It's not good for me. I'm not good at it.
Apex Mage?
Yeah.
The level 5?
I'm not good at it.
You managed to beat level 4, Bkop?
I didn't beat any.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll play it. We'll get you some W's in. I think Compendium ends on the 19th, but focus up. Game time now is me distracting you.
Marana?
Problems of
up top, one more shot. KJ gets the kill on a rate kill.
That's gotta hurt.
That early extra damage as an Elder Titan always feels great. Oh,
Yeah,
quick
we'll
deny,
see.
get off that battle hunger. Look at KJ, man. Min-maxing.
Yeah. We'll see how he decides to proceed here once he hits level 2, how aggressive he wants to play. Again, you got that counter initiation / initiation with Echo Stomp, or continue to click people down with this natural order. What are you going to do, buddy?
Natural order.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's feeling powerful. Now we're stapling with power.
Yeah, now you've got one of those power staplers, not just the little ones that you get in a classroom as a kid. That doesn't staple your papers together.
We're talking about the dangerous ones that my coworkers somehow hurt themselves with. All right. Mid lane, it's pretty back and forth. Again, you're burning through a lot of your HP and mana on the Zeus, though, trying to go forward. Gotta be careful. I think the bottle's coming out to him now. Yeah, he's got it. Things will get easier for him.
Oh, Raykill missing that arrow.
He's gonna need people rotating in and helping him out. Again, Kunkka is able to zone him out of lane. He has way more kill potential. Pop the cell, grab that Tango. He's gonna be full HP. You're still pretty low on the Zeus. And you need those 4-minute runes, 6-minute runes, and bounty runes as well. You need to spam that arc lightning in the lane.
Still, though, a 1K lead already for the side of Team Brazil. Mandy, 16-0 on this Phantom Lance. All right. See if he can keep it up. Fully on the Rubik, we'll see how he plays differently, you know, compared to when he was on the Sand King in the last game, because he was very much a playmaker in that game that led Team Brazil to, I think, kind of maintaining and going on to win that game.
Oh yeah, he's a playmaking guy. A little bit, he's less aggressive than Moonmander, but I'd say like his impact in the late game is a little bit higher because he plays a bit greedier. Moon will just be like a mad dog and chase the enemies down with his style of roaming, but it's a bit harder to roam on the Rubik. Rubik definitely has a very big impact if you can steal the right spells. So people dropping very low everywhere on the map, but we're almost at the 4-minute mark. So of course, this is what we see every single game with the Mirana. You make the holy trek over to the bounty, or sorry, the power rune.
It's
Help
top.
secure if you're mid lane.
2 masts on this brigand team.
Yeah. They should make position 4 support like a religion. I would follow it.
Bow your heads.
You know, do your pilgrimage to the rune at 4 minutes into the game.
Help push the catapult wave.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Do your thing, you know, be a great forward position. Extra 24 damage for KJ.
Mm-hmm.
Not really doing much of anything. They're still maintaining a 1,000 net worth lead here for Team Brazil. The CSing
yeah.
isn't exactly amazing.
Top lane.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Oh,
Benjas?
no spins when you need them. He's trying. He's got 2 points into the counter helix. But
Forward,
no.
Raykill wants the arrow, may not even need it. Thinking about throwing it, holding it for now, and leap forward, Battle Hunger.
Bounty.
He ends up dead. Raykill
There
gets
is little hope for Radiant's
gets
middle
credit for
tower.
that one.
Grabs the arrow afterwards. Mid lane, you know, he's zoned out as the Zeus. You're forced to hit these creeps over here. Not quite 7 minutes in the game, so no neutral item's gonna drop yet, but he's got to run back to base. He's sitting on his level 6. He's got Thunder's God's Wrath available. He's gonna want it if someone drops to low HP.
Dire should look to their middle tower.
Everybody gets low enough for that Thunder God's Wrath.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's that bottle. He's back in the mid lane again, though. He's a little bit behind Mr. Jeans. Again, you have to worry about this Tidebringer harass constantly coming into you every couple of seconds. Oh, no, he doesn't get the regen around. That could be so good for helping him catch up. Got wards up everywhere, too. He knew that the regen was going to be there, but he just didn't move to it fast enough. Again,
Axe, Thunder God's Wrath. I don't get the kill there. They chase back this axe. They actually got the Katalo with that too.
oh, yeah. Almost got him.
Arrow takes out the
I'm
catapult, so no push here from Team Brazil up towards top. Not that you're really going to push too heavily this early on with this lineup.
This is kind of funny. You opted to go max overwhelming odd. Against the PL, it kind of makes sense, but it just feels so odd to see Legion Commander like not really use press the attack and fall back on like not putting any extra points in moment of courage to harass the enemy laners. Because of that, you've done like a decent job in the lane. You are a little bit behind CS and Legion Commander, but I think Legion could be further ahead.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Kunkka already 61-4. Probably a couple of those, or a good amount of those, are neutrals. As Elder Titan top. You get the call there? Yeah.
Blade in your guts.
Quick did that guy go down? Took a lot of damage really quickly from full to
Overwhelming
zero.
odds. Prada survives. Mandy gets into the trees. Very close to going down in that situation, but they bring Mr. Jeans over. They've got the X as well as the Torrent landing with the Ghost Ship. Take out King RD. Good rotation from Mr. Jeans, who's having a stellar start to the game, going Radiance.
Oh my. We talked about this one, why Spectres don't really go this anymore. We play really fast-paced Dota at the moment. Again, the mid laners, you've seen kind of like burst damage heroes or like once in a while. Oh, Axe, he's just going to go down here.
No fault. 4DR gets the kill, and Benjez farming aggressively like that, getting the pull, throwing it into the neutral camp, trying to counter Helix, get as much as he can, but losing your life, I guess maybe not expecting the Zeus to come over?
No, definitely not. That guy's just been kind of sitting mid inside his own jungle at the moment. You don't really expect his rotations, especially with how they've changed him around. It's very funny because how they nerfed Lightning Bolt but buffed Arc Lightning and Thunder God's Wrath, his build has changed from him being like one of the only high participation mid laners to being somebody who just would rather sit back and farm. Spam out that creep wave in the mid lane, keep them off his tower, and get ahead of the enemies. They keep an optic on the Phantom Lancer. They got on Zeus's side. I mean, he doesn't want to be holding. He wants a mana regen item. He wants like an arcane ring. He wants. He's just gonna go back to base, plant this mango tree, and then use these mangoes all game. Let's go.
And Kunkka is farming up a storm. Top of the net worth. Look at the stack for him to get to going towards this Radiance.
It's not bad. It does take him a little while to clear through it. But like I was touching base on before, it's a little bit difficult to get Radiance at the moment on heroes like Spectre. You just want to be playing faster than that. Saving up to 3,500 gold, not really coming online for like a full like 5,300 is a pretty big commitment. No, it's 5,150. NA maths, everybody. I don't count so good like.
Figured. Our math is not that great.
Flea. The top lane has him solo XP for a little while. He's gonna hit level 6 here. Mr. Jean tried to dive him, but you know, you missed your torrent. You give it to Rubik. It's level 1. That's all he needs.
Telekinesis into the torrent. That's all you need.
Beautiful D ward over here. 141 gold in the bank for the Zeus. He's got a regen rune as well. But I don't like how things have slowed down here. I wanted a game with lots of action. I wanted to see more blood. I was expecting just run at them with this Elder Titan again and again, but it's not happening. I guess they're happy to draw this game out with the Spectre, and when you're planning on going the Radiance on the Kunkka, you know, you're not really in a rush to take the fight to the enemies either.
Heading towards top to try and get a kill here onto the Axe. Flea and KJ. Not sure this is the combo that's going to do it. They have stolen Torrent, so they'll have the Telekinesis. Sleep. Now the Torrent. They've got the duel. That'll hit. Haunt committed and the Thunder God's Wrath. All for an Axe kill.
You know, I wouldn't say the Thunder God's Wrath hit him at all. That was just not cool by 4DR trying to steal his teammates' kills. I thought this was professional Dota. Why would he... Come on to you, 4DR.
It seemed very excessive.
No, you can look at his death summary. That Thunder God's Wrath never hit him. He's committed a 120-second cooldown spell that could really help your team to try and steal that kill. Jeez. Sorry. You know, I'm sure what it is. Oh, yeah, he needs the this energy booster online as quick as possible. That's really going to start turning this game for him. You know, that was the reason for it, everybody.
Kunkka, almost enough for the Sacred Relic. As the X as well as the Ghost Ship press the attacks onto Flea.
Invisibility.
Meanwhile, Mandy's just free farming bottom going into the defusal. Oh, and he's got the defusal dropped off now. So
Oh no, now King RD can't go on to him or he gets his mana drained. In fact, he knows the enemies are there. This is oh, is that the big brain play where you watch your XP and it doesn't go up fast enough so you know the enemies are around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
Okay. Mandy, big IQ, despite it being so late at night, you know, there's nothing he doesn't miss.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Except for the win last game. That was
Dire should look.
top lane. King RD in position again. Wants to go on the enemies, but it's telegraphed. He hits him with the arrow, trying to get vision of people in the trees, and they get back immediately.
They're still coming over, but I just don't think that's the right call. Meanwhile, Mr. Gene's continuing to farm and is only a couple hundred gold away from this sacred relic.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
He's you need to stall out for a little bit longer on Infinity though. Again, with Kunkka investing so heavily into that, and like Zeus already having his Yule Scepter. If they take a fight, it's like, it feels like you're more than 3,000 gold behind.
Well, he's got the sacred relic now, so it definitely doesn't feel that bad. He's got the extra 60 damage.
Radiance will be big though, and after that, I think he just tanks up. Maybe I don't know, Hood Defiance, Heaven's Halberd. Either way, the biggest damage is going to come out from the enemies right now. This Kunkka needs to deal with is the Zeus's, so they'll probably build Hood Defiance or Black King Bar pretty quickly after the Radiance. Might get 1 or 2 HP items first though.
Dire's bottom tower is in danger.
All right, bottom lane. Let's try to find Mandy over here, but you know, you haven't gotten him yet. What makes you think you're gonna get him now? If you couldn't find him with the Invis Legion commander prior to him having his Diffusal Blade, it feels kind of hopeless.
Thundergod's Wrath gets used for vision, but Mandy's already back, so they won't even find him bot.
Yep. I think they're gonna find him underneath that tier 1 or something. I have everyone in position. Again, KJ with that Astral Spirit Echo Stomp would interrupt any TP. Fully with the Illuminates, very scary. That's a lot of damage.
Get this tower over bottom. They lose their top tier 1. Gold going the way of this Kunkka puts him just a couple hundred gold away from finishing the Radiance. Got this extra 60 damage, and he's already hitting for 231. So, you know, there's a lot coming from Mr. Genes, and with that Tidebringer being level 4, this is certainly dangerous. Ooh, Mr. Genes would love to take this stack. Lands the Torrent. King RD gets caught, but there's nothing more to this.
Mr. Gene saying, don't mind if I Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and finishes up his Radiance. He's got the gold now. And at the exact same time, Benji has with the Blink Dagger. What do you got going on over here, Mandy? You finishing up your Yasha? It's heading over to you right now? Yeah, I thought so. You know? All these heroes hitting these timings. And just another... Yeah, you got mech now on Mirana. What'd you just buy? Where'd your gold go? Okay, yeah, that's a mech recipe. Never mind. Just didn't unquick buy from him. We're fine. So, Blink Dagger, Radiance, Yasha, Diffusal on PL, and Mechanism all finished on the same time for the heroes on Infinity. You think this is good enough to be able to take a fight? They just revealed like a bunch of super good items. Here we go.
And they'll just take these stacks. Mr. Genes, though, needs to be careful. Telekinesis, Earth Splitter, and all of a sudden he's just dead. Wow. Great reveal on the Radiance. Very formidable.
Oh, no. You hate to see it.
That did not set up well with the rest of the team. This Astral Spirit will come back to KJ in just a second. They've got the sweep, Ray kill. He has a mech though, so they heal up. Overwhelming odds. All the while, Mandy just farming bottom. Diffusal Yasha. He's happy with his life. Thundergod's Wrath with the telekinesis. Ray kill ends up dead. Prada low, but he'll scurry back.
Alright, it's time for you guys to start building magic resistance. Build your Glimmer Caves, build your cloaks, build your pipes, and get them out of the way. You need to stop letting the Zeus run over you. You revealed so many items just now, but you got owned by Team Brazil. Radiance, of course, if you're able to stay alive, great. You're able to farm, great. But if
Lean
you get
forward.
blown up immediately, then what's the point? It gives you absolutely no sustain.
We got the X that hit the torrent. Flee left for dead. And no counter helix is off that, but they still get the kill. I think Benjaz was hoping to spin and Culling Blade.
Yeah. Nothing out of them. Again, all you got was the Rubik there. Spectre's still
Spectre
farming away.
is going Radiant.
This is the first Spectre Radiance that we're going to see because he played so slow on Infinity.
They've got the call. They have the control. He doesn't have Haunt. And Earth Splitter coming in, but there's the Will-O-Wisp. They'll get it. Earth Splitter comes in. Benjaz woken up from the sweep. Will-O-Wisp holds King RD back. And he has Blink, but it's on cooldown for 6 more seconds. Arrow
King RD
hits. And ooh, they get the kill there on a KJ. They look over at Legion Commander. King RD, he's getting run down. One shot from dead. They'll end up falling to the Tidebringer from Mr. Jeans.
I don't know what's going on in this game anymore. You know, after you took that last fight successfully by Team Brazil, like the next one should be a breeze. You see everything that they have, but instead your Spectre gets picked off. You run in, run one by one, and of course it's Flea farming like the safe triangle for your team. He's almost got his Aether Lens finished up, and of course Costa Bile, the fact that he got this Midas, he went back for the Sacred Relic. He feels like the enemies are no threat to him this game. They're playing too slow. This is such a greedy build in Spectre, and so bad for this patch, but I honestly think that he's going to get away with it. So, over here, Mr. Jeans, look at all these mud golems, all cleared out at once. Beautiful.
They had a family.
Mid lane, Team Brazil wants to set up, or they think they want to set up, but they really don't. You know, you want to wait for this Zeus's Aghanim Scepter. You want to wait for the Radiance on the Spectre. I'm not sure what you're doing here. Benjaz sitting on top of this hill with his Blink Dagger. He could just kill all of you if he walked slightly over in that direction. They did see him with this ward, but you know, they were dangerously close to him. Kill starting to make his way over there as well. Here's the Radiance on Spectre. Haunt is online. They have Thunder God's Wrath available. He's level 15 on Zeus.
They're waiting. They've been waiting in this one spot for what seems to be forever.
Alright, he popped the press the attack as if he was about to go in, but then I think he walked back and then was too far away to get on top of the enemy anymore. Like got messed up by pathing.
Got the Torrent looking for the Blink as well as the dual arrow comes in, and he can't kill the Kunkka just yet. He's stunned up. Earth Splitter coming through. They'll get Mr. Jeans as well as Benjaz. This is a great fight for Team Brazil. X stolen by Flea. Oh, doing a great job. Sweep, leap, and dead. Triple kill for Costa Bile.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen. You waited for Costa Bile to get all these items. You were playing too slow on Infinity. PL trying to run away now, level 17. Has Sanjin Yasha, has Diffusal Blaze, going for the Satanic right now, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Again, you're up against a Legion Commander. He can just jump on top of you and burst you down. You're not far enough ahead of Costa Bile. Now that he's got the Radiance, he's going to outfarm you, and you're obviously going to get outscaled.
Top tower is no more. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now, game starts to turn around and go in favor of Team Brazil. Again, just them waiting that long into the game, having the 4 points in the static field, the Thunder God's Wrath, and the Radiance on Spectre, all at like 16, or sorry, that was like 17, 18 minutes. Whoa. So there was like 19, 20 minutes into the game, all that coming out at you at once when you don't have that much farm. It's very easy for them to take you down with it. So they've got the global power now, and they smoke up and try to set up onto the enemies here.
At what point can Mandy be viable in this game? Because it seems like he's just sitting back and farming. He's got 280 last hits already.
I mean, at any point, honestly, he can get on top of the heroes. His goal is probably just to be able to run at this backline here. I don't think that PL was the best hero for it. I don't think that Satanic is the best hero for it, but this Zeus is very susceptible to being gone on. If you can like jump on him, the Elder Titan, you can obviously dodge the Echo Stomp with either Manta Style or with a Doppelganger, which is much easier to do. Again, all this movement speed and death is very easy.
Blink looking for the duel. Thunder God's Wrath. And the Earth Splitter coming down. Ghost Ship already used, so he'll survive this Earth Splitter with a lot of health. They get the kill into King RD. Got the Legion. They have the X out of the Spectre. Torrent, Illuminate. None of Will-O-Wisp to work with. They do have Moonlight Shadow. If they look to disengage, Mr. Chain's just in way too far. Blink call, now they lose Benjaz. Oh no. That's very counterintuitive to what you want.
Yeah. Maybe you're feeling a little bit overconfident, you got these sort of defiances done, you think, great, they don't do damage anymore. Well, you know, still did 5,000 damage in that team fight by the Zeus. You're not going to survive that. Spectre Haunt now up. They might just wait on the next Thunder God's Wrath before fighting into them. Again, yeah. It's like you said, when you're ready to take the fights on Mandy, are you going to be able to like hard carry this game? Yes, on one hand, Phantom Lancer has like been one of the best level 25s. They've nerfed him a little bit recently. He's still very strong though. But can you outcarry the Spectre, and can you deal with like the hard lockdown from Legion Commander? I don't think so. When you've been allowed to go this Hand of Midas Radiance build on Spectre, like you're activating very slowly right now. You haven't seen the worst of this. It's going to get very hard for this guy.
On use Blink duel out onto the Phantom Lancer. They catch Mandy. Wow. Ooh. Costabile also got Prada. Mandy dead for 60 seconds. They could probably take advantage of this pretty heavily.
For all the farm this guy has, he's dead in a fraction of a second. Them managed to grab it before he gets to Satanic is even bigger. Costabile makes his way into the Roche pit here. It's going to be kind of slow, actually, without the Manta Style Inspector. If you have 3 heroes hitting it with Desolate, you're good to go, but you know, only 30 damage on this Legion Commander, level 13. Costabile is able to tank it up, but it would have given the enemies time to go over there. Unfortunately, they're too far away and the TP is on cooldown on this Kunkka. They're just not going to make it. They take it, and Spectre even more invincible. I'm not sure how you kill this guy twice. Manta Style now complete. I think, honestly, he just heads back to the base, gets some mana, or sends himself out some mangoes that it looks like Zeus is probably hoarding. They're supposed to have an unlimited supply of mangoes. I see one in the base right now. What you're witnessing is the effects of capitalism. The mangoes do, in fact, not trickle down from your Zeus.
Supply and demand, man. There's actually 2 mangoes on the Keeper of the Light, so he'd beg to differ. Trickle down mango economics.
Economics, yeah.
Mangonomics. It's just a theory.
Prada is farming out the jungle. I'm not even sure he should be doing that, blasting those creep camps, because every one of those is a farm you're taking away from this PL. Send his courier up into the side shop here. Almost has, there we go. He's got the gold for Satanic, but if he grabs it, he's got to buy out for it. But in all honesty, I think you do. I think you get too much from the Satanic.
I think you have to, at least.
Yeah. I think if you die here, because you don't have the Satanic, you lose. And your game can't get far enough ahead. Satanic might give you enough bulk and to be able to take this team fight.
Like Shadow, ooh, going after an illusion.
No, Costabile is not the hero you want to initiate on. Believe me. He's got the Aegis. He's got 2,000 HP. This is a very big boy. Yes. They might just try to chase him down. The enemy team jungle. Things have slowed down quite a bit. Again, even though there's a Zeus in the game, these people really haven't been fighting that much. This hero's very happy just zapping away enemies, but we haven't seen that. Same goes for Infinity. Mandy just farming away, even though Spectre's going to out-farm him. Fight starts. Where's the Thunder God's Wrath?
They find themselves the duel, and Thunder God's Wrath to steal the kill. Also, prodded it again.
Yeah. I don't even think they realized they were on that hero there. That guy died, yeah, let me open up this death summary. 100% from the Spectre Illusion and the Thunder God's Wrath. Oh, it took magic damage from the Rubik, never mind.
Paladin Sword probably making Spectre even more unkillable.
If he doesn't hold on to this Dragon Scale. Again, he's able to sit in front of the rest of his team. Whack the, they give him the Mindbreaker. Your tower DPS has gone down. 18 per tick is pretty good. You get the armor as well. This guy does no cares arrows. Lets it hit him. I honestly think the Dragon Scale would be a little bit better right now for their pushing and make it that much faster. But Mindbreaker pretty good as well. Magic damage, the silence, the bonus attack speed. Not bad at all. Bottom lane. Mandy trying to shove this one out. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot for him here. I mean, the enemies can't grab him there. He's too far away from any enemy towers. They still have the mid. Or sorry, I thought they still have the mid because they still have the Zeus there. He's got the town.
It's on a KJ.
Oh
Is
no!
up on the high ground. They'll use this Earth Splitter, find the sweep. Earth Splitter doesn't land. Mandy, he'll doppelganger onto the high ground. Okay.
This is the worst thing I have ever seen, Bkop. What is he doing?
I don't know if you purposely clip yourself, but he ends up staying alive. That's fine. Okay. They get the kill on the Legion Commander. It ends up working out. Some things, I guess, work out in the end. They've got the X as well as the Torrent on the Spectre. They're trying to do enough damage. They'll go over the Elder Titan. There's the Doppelganger again. Willis comes through. They've locked up Costabile. Look at the first life. They look towards the back to have the blink as well as the call out onto the Rubik. They'll get themselves another kill. Now they got to go back onto Costabile, who pops that Manta. He's still in the Will-O-Wisp. He is got on in 3 seconds. Not sure that will help him out, but there's the Thunder God's Wrath, and there's the Nimbus. Raykill and Benjes still fall. And wait, he used Haunt.
He did. He used Haunt. They somehow won that fight there. They couldn't bring down Kunkka. It's just a combination of the boat and finally this bulk from Mandy. The Satanic giving him what he needs to be able to take these fights. Again, one of these issues that these teams keep running into is they're fighting before they finish these items. Just before you manage to get the Scotty on the Spectre, you went down. Lost a bunch of net worth. You're further away from it now. Your Midas is off cooldown. I feel like if he has that, he can't pop in Satanic on the PL. He's that much slower to get away from you. Everyone else is slower as well. You just finish these couple more items, you're able to close out the game. Managed to take such a good fight there for Infinity, and just like that, they slowly claw their way back into the game.
This will do nicely.
Mid lane. Shoving the lane with the illusions over here. He's shoving it back with a Fade Bolt, but both these teams starting to posture around this river, around this Roche pit. Got another 2 minutes until it might respawn. Teams want to start to put wards up around it and get ready to take a fight here. This next one is going to be extremely important to ending the game. You probably want to try and close this game out when you're at around level 25 on this Phantom Lancer. Getting a little bit closer to his 6th slot. He's at 5 at the moment.
Mandy is up top the net worth doing his thing. And they're surviving. Potentially winning here.
They are. Smoke up right now on Team Brazil. It's got a bottle with an arcane rune in it on Zeus. All of the skills are off of cooldown. Spectre. 5 seconds until Haunt is ready, so he's going to be able to join this fight. Mandy's too far away to join himself, though.
Thunder God's Wrath, they'll look for the blink as well as the duel. They'll find it on the Mirana. They get the kill on a Ray kill. They look over, Nimbus down, and down goes Mr. Gene, so they were able to kill the Kunkka this time around. And what did he buy out on? Oh, he's going for the Ags for the Torrent Storm. Okay.
Yeah. As the game goes on, he's just kind of scaling back into utility, handing the game off to the Phantom Lancer. Again, This guy should be all of your damage, but he's worried about his damage, though. He's got Divine Rapier queued up next on Mandy.
Ooh, KJ getting ripped apart. We'll go after Costabile. I don't know if this is really going to work out in your favor. Doppelganger back, Flea's right here. Nib is down once again. They got the Torrent on the 2. The stolen Torrent. Flea hits it. Prada, he goes down. Flea in trouble, chased by Mandy. Mandy's got yet another kill. 3 heroes here trying to take down the Phantom Lancer. He's level 25. He takes the critical strike, not the Doppelganger cooldown.
Yeah, Mandy sitting, once he's level 5, I mean, this 24% to 200% critical strike, it is an amazing ability. And increases your DPS so much. If he gets this Rapier, he's just gonna be able to burst these heroes down instantly. Rubik is just getting run at by the Phantom Lancer at this point. You can't really do a whole lot about it. You don't have the control to take him down. Even if you do stun out the Phantom Lancer, he's got so many illusions going on top of you that you're dead. So he realizes this at this point, buys a Ghost Scepter, knows, all right, if he gets on top of me, I'm just removed immediately. I don't want to be just food to Mandy. So he's forced to go that. Doesn't have buyback anymore. But again, this is your timing right now on Infinity. You want to be able to finish up this Rapier on Mandy and end the game.
Oh.
They catch it out with the smoke.
Well, that's unfortunate. Get rid of the vision. Drums used. Chases on from Mandy. Has the diffusal coming out of the Elder Titan. Spectral Dagger. Press the attack. Blink call. Lands on a 2. What can they get from this? Nimbus is down. Mandy trying to do what he can. There's the Torrent as well as the Ghost Ship. They get the kill on the King RD. So they've lost themselves the Legion Commander, and now they look for the rest. But there's the Haunt trying to join. Costabile now chasing as the Will-O-Wisp is down. I think the Will-O-Wisp was stolen by Flea. Yes, it was. So it was pulling him back in for a second. Costabile loses his Basher, which I think is very big in these team fights. And they might go back in. They're thinking about it.
Now positioning, they're going for Roshan.
This is tough.
Cheese. I don't think they can stop them here. You just committed Haunt.
Yeah.
Mandy has the advantage of just constantly being able to brawl.
Yeah, it's rough. It's definitely rough. It's not easy. But I don't know if they can stop them.
They're throwing out daggers, chain lightning, just spamming out.
Now they have Torrent Storm. They might want to fight again. Take this fight, go for Costabile, secure the kill. He doesn't have buyback. You'd get Aegis real easy. They just need to find initial lockdown.
I'm not sure what he was doing there on the Spectre. Move the Eye of Scotty out of his backpack briefly there. Oh, right, mangoes. I'm silly.
You get this Aegis on Mandy, and then you can just hold the Divine Rapier.
The prize is mine.
They're still not going to get it. Everybody's up now. Did both teams smoke? Yes.
There we go. Both teams smoke. You don't want to take this without Haunt, though.
And no Haunt. Torrent Storm is available. And here it comes. Hits onto the Rubik as well as the Elder Titan on the back lines. They get the kill on the King RG. He buys back immediately. Now they look over. Costabile. He's in the front lines. They get the kill on the Benjaz. So that's 1 for 1 so far. KJ getting low. Manny going to the back, looking to find these supports, but they've got the damage and he's sitting low. They'll find Costabile. He's in some trouble. Satanic on cooldown. Mandy trying to run. He ends up dead somehow. Duels out on a Prada. Costabile dies. Benjaz gets the kill. King RD continuing to move forward. The Will-O-Wisp is down, I believe, from Flea again. Yes, it is. Arrow thrown out. Won't land on anybody. And Mandy, he brought back, so now they definitely want to secure a Roche.
He needs this Aegis now. He's still pretty far off from the Divine Rapier, but both teams just controlling up the enemy carrier who ran in each other's backlines. Ghost is from Team Brazil stopping this Phantom Lancer, but Spectre just getting X'd up, getting caught underneath the Will-O-Wisp, getting called. Nothing you can do about this one. You need to accept that he's just going to get the Aegis at this point.
Towards the sweep. They've got the blink as well as the call. They'll come through. They'll pull the Legion Commander out. Torrent Storm goes down again. And that's the most unlucky Torrent Storm I had seen up to that point. They finally get the hit onto King RD. King RD bought back in the previous fight. Can they get the kill? No, now they're under the Nimbus with the 3-man sleep. They still finish off King RD. Mandy gets credit for that one. He's got Aegis, passes down the cheese onto the floor. 5-second rule. And Mandy back over to try and form this Divine Wraith.
Still, buyback on cooldown for Legion Commander. Spectre, if he had buyback in that last fight, I feel like they could have just won. He could have bought back, taunted in, because that was off a cooldown around the time he died, but he didn't have enough money. He's been sitting on his dead courier with the Basher on it, and I feel like that was one of the bigger things that really cost him that last fight, the fact his courier went down. Maybe he would have gotten a couple more heroes onto the back line that last team fight. This game is getting incredibly close.
Yeah, very close. Oh, Illusionist Cape for Mandy. That feels amazing.
One of the best items you can get. He was running people down with his Orb of Destruction, but it's a lot harder to do that now that they've got Ghost Scepter. So, opts take the Illusionist Cape and just keep lanes pushed out thanks to this item. 100% uptime. He gets a Spell Prism as well, but he's probably going to pass it over to Kunkka. Again, faster boats, Torrent Storms, pipes. It's good stuff.
Prince's Knife. Anybody in particular that you pass that off to?
Not really the best item, to be completely honest with you. I mean, you could just take it on,
For the hunt.
I don't know, Elder Titan, Legion Commander, get that initial hit. Yeah, it takes it on Legion. Jump on top of someone, get some clicks off. You only have plus 100 damage at this point in the game of Legion, though. Not a major contributor in these team fights. In fact, Legion just keeps on getting controlled. You want to be able to take at least one hero out of this fight, but he's not able to do anything at the moment. Once he gets his BKB, if he manages to complete it, for Infinity, try to push high ground. Going on COD will be a good choice.
Mandy will focus up at the top tower. 900 gold away from getting the Divine Rapier. Now 600. X TP back. Holding the cheese, has that Spell Prism on the Kunkka. He's about to hit level 25, so could have that Tidebringer Cleave or the Ghost Ship Fleet. Probably goes to the Fleet.
Ninja Gear picked up. Yeah, you definitely keep the Illusionist Cape instead of the Ninja Gear. Ninja Gear nice on a couple of heroes. I actually like it on supports. Again, you're able to just sit super far back, keep yourself smoked up. Makes it super hard for the enemies to get on you. And of course, the Thunder God's Wrath won't hit you. The Spectre Illusions won't hit you unless she teleports onto you. So, Ninja Gear for the Coddle might be the play.
Ninja Gear's on Dire.
Oh.
And now they've got Spell Prism. Oh. That is one you want.
You see, you want the Ninja Gear on the Zeus as well. I played like a 70-80 minute game the other day where I had the Octarine Core. I had I think I had a Spell Prism as well. I had something, but I definitely kept the Ninja Gear on myself, and I had like near 100% uptime on it. I just spammed out creep waves with my Chain Lightning. It made myself impossible to find. Yeah, he's got the cooldown reduction talent. He'll get himself an Octarine Core next, it seems. Then it's just, you know, walk around wherever you want. Just be a little bit careful about a couple heroes, and you're good to go.
Arc Lightning every 1.1 seconds.
Yeah.
Balance in all things. Going Bloodstone on the Zeus.
Yeah, I'm thinking they just want to stall this one out for another 45 seconds here. They're probably keeping a timer. Once they know this Asia expires on the PL, his buyback is still going to be on cooldown. That's their window to end the game. Buyback is still available on the Spectre. He is able to buy this Abyssal Blade here. I think you just kind of go for it. You use that window where you have the Abyssal Blade on the Spectre, it expires, and all these items recently completed on Zeus.
Thunder God's Wrath, getting some vision, spotting that Radiator inside your jungle.
He opted to go Bloodstone on Zeus, question mark, rather than the Octarine Core.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had that Kai already.
I mean, That's a choice, I suppose. All right, Aegis now expires. Is it go time? There was smoke up on the Elder Titan, but Rubik is nowhere around. Grabs the shrine, gives him a little bit more map control. But you need to start making moves. You want to be able to take advantage of this PL's lack of buyback. Yes, he has Divine. If he goes down once, it's a big problem. But even so, if you get Divine Rapier on the Spectre, or Medi does manage to buy back in one of these fights, I feel like he's still a major threat without this Divine.
This game is even in net worth. Arrow. Almost hitting Costa BOA, leading the Conga line down mid.
Finally smoked up here. Let's go. Costa BOA pushing down mid lane, but everyone playing very tight on the opposite side of the map. And you got to figure this is where the enemies are going to want to be. They want to play closer to your base. They're going to be in your jungle. You're not going to find a whole lot where you're standing right now. But I think them just afraid to commit right now. I don't think they're going to get anything from this smoke, and they're wasting the time if they have to kill this PL while he doesn't have buyback. He's got 40 seconds left. Even if you do bring him down now, he's going to buy back into the game. I don't like how afraid some of these teams have been playing Bkop. Again, I've seen this story so many times. You let the game draw out too long, you just end up losing.
Yeah, it feels like PL is getting pretty far ahead. I will say, if they do kill him,
which is going to be difficult. You do have a Divine Rapier, but like you said, even without the Divine Rapier and having buyback, it might not be enough.
Yep.
Mid? Kunka's caught. Mr. Gene's just getting caught out mid.
He has buyback available as well, so not the biggest deal in the world. Again, your window was this PL's lack of buyback, and just now available again. He's got the cheese in his backpack. Now, at this point, maybe they just want to say, okay, well, we've secured this area, we've killed the Kunkka. Let's take Roshan for ourselves. We'll get Refresher Shard. We'll get possible Aghanim Scepter, which has done a lot of work on Spectres in this tournament. Play it safe. But, you know, OG taught the world that playing it safe isn't the right play at TI8. Embodying a lot of these Chinese teams that tried to do that. See the respawn timer, another couple seconds here.
Butterfly. We'll see what Roche ends up being. It's on Roche.
Don't bore me like this, game. I know that Infinity isn't the team that's going to leave their base before the Roche spawns either. So probably 2 minutes before we see any action.
Well, they don't know that it's going to be 2 minutes. They just know that there's a minimum respawn timer. So that probably will force them out unless they somehow get vision of it. Can't just sit here.
I mean, can't they?
Scan out by the Roche pit from the Radiant, so that might just give them a cue to go, even though Roche isn't up yet. But now it's not there, so
yeah.
Who knows what they're thinking on this one.
I see. Maybe they wait for Kunkka to come up again. Here we go. Smoke. Let's go. Into the Roche pit. You know that nothing's there. Or you think that enemies are in there, but they would have taken it a long time ago if it was. The smoke doesn't break when they get close to the pit, so they know that they're not in there. Good measure, they throw the torrent up, click the courier down. They actually miss it. It's got too much HP. And of course, the enemies have backed up as well.
The enemy's not close, but they're starting to converge over by the Roche pit. Any second this Roche can be up, and they wouldn't know it. They've got Mahon starting this off. They have the telekinesis out onto the Mirana. They get the kill on the Reiko. Now they look over the Axe. They finish off Vengeance. None of those heroes have buyback. It is them not having buyback short the goal. Duel onto an illusion. Prada running away. Blinding light, but, well, he's dead too. So 3 heroes dead. Kato has buyback, but those other 2 do not. And there's really no way to get them that buyback.
30 seconds now and maximum Roche timer of another minute. So they'll probably just hang around the pit. They think, all right, by the time Axe is up, it'll take him too long. We can probably grab the Aegis right here. So that would be the safer play, and by judging what they've been doing so far this game, it's the safer play that they're probably going to take. Yeah, they play into the enemy triangle, make it so they don't have an aggressive place to play into the pit. And of course, they're gonna turn right around.
Just
and
walked up to the Kunkka, and they abyssal him, telekinesis, and he ends up dying. He just stood there, watched the Spectre walk up to him, and then abyssal him. That was interesting.
It was. They see Roche is up. They had the courier out there, but they're not able to do anything about this. Kunkka does have buyback, but the heroes on his team down without buyback. He doesn't want to go and buy himself. They're going to have to take a favorable fight here after the Coddle gets back up. Axe does a buyback now, but I don't think they can wait. They can afford to wait these 10 seconds for Axe to come up. They're going to lose too much of their base too quickly. Unless they back up and play overly safe. Smile.
Or just go back to Roche.
Yeah, but you know, this is the window of opportunity for the enemy team. You go into Roche right now, Kunkka can just buy back and walk at it. In fact, they get themselves in position here. They have a smoke available on the Keeper of the Light. Radiant scanning out, and they see at the very end that there was someone who walked into the pit. So they smoke up. Kunkka not up for another 30 seconds here. He needs to buy back.
I don't know why he's not buying back. He should have bought back immediately. He has no way to get into this fight. They don't have Torrent. They don't have Ghost Ship. He went to the Ghost Ship fleet. They've got themselves down the Will-O-Wisp. They've used the duel. They'll kill Mandy very quickly. He ends up dead, drops the Divine Rapier. It's still on the deck. Nobody's grabbed it just yet. The Aegis picked up by 40R. Divine Rapier. Oh, the Will-O-Wisp! Raykill gets away with it! Oh, okay. That's massive. They pop the Aeon Disc. Prada. Now Mandy going further. They no longer have the duel, but they've got the Nimbus down, and Mandy might just be dead again. Doppelganger forced to run, and they get further back. Finally, the Torrent comes in. Ghost Ships flying through. Costabile into deep. Can they get the kill onto the Spectre? That's 2 ships. Make it a 3rd. Torrent Storm. There it is. Landing on everybody. Benjez ends up dead. Costabile goes down. He buys back immediately. They get the kill to King RD. He's there for 2 minutes. Another Nimbus after the refresher was used from that Roche. Need to back off Mandy. He doesn't have Satanic at the moment. There's the blink and the call on a 3. Torrent follows it up. Sleep coming in from KJ from a distance. They've got Mr. Jeans low. It's not enough just yet. They get the Aegis out of the hands of the Zeus, but there's the Abyssal Blade from Costabile on a Mr. Jeans. He didn't buy back. You gotta remember, now he finally does. 40R going in further. Mandy's back with full health. Bloodstone's been popped by this Zeus, and he eats the cheese. It's still not enough. Arrow coming in. Costabile and Flea. They've got KJ over to the side. He's got himself maybe 1 stomp left in his gas tank, and it's just not going to be there for Flea. They look over at Raykill. They get the kill on the Mirana. Mandy turns around, looks to maybe kill this Spectre. How does he get that Divine Rapier back? The Will-O-Wisp lasts 1 more tick. And it's that extra flicker from level 15 that allows them to pick up the Divine Rapier with Raykill walking over. It was on the ground for so long.
It was. Everything was on the ground in the middle of that pit. Everyone just had to go. I think my biggest frustration with that fight is the amount of times that Mandy got to get out and go back in. Again, he just dropped so low, then reinitiated onto the creeps with Satanic. He ended up doing 18,000 damage over the course of that team fight. He is the only hero that matters, and he kept slipping away. PL, now at level 30, is just too hard to bring down with this -4 second doppelganger cooldown.
He's also got Ag's Blessing.
Yeah. And now they're too afraid to go out into the enemies. Again, if Mandy played this afraid, his team would have lost here. This is several times now he just had to commit and go onto the enemy heroes and was rewarded for it. But Team Brazil playing so scared, so far back.
Then a God's Wrath comes in. And what's crazy is the non-buyback from Mr. Jeans ends up saving them as well.
get closer to this Divine Rapier now for the Spectre. I'm not sure that's going to matter. At least I think it's a Divine Rapier he's building. Sacred Relic on the Courier, maybe? Yeah.
No, MKB.
Oh, no. Monkey King Bar. There we go. Not sure Monkey King Bar is the play, you know. You get 75% accuracy, or you get 100% accuracy with Divine Rapier.
Another Divine Rapier for Phantom Lancer. Only one who has buyback is KJ.
Yeah. And now with the way Brazil's playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they just play so scared right now. They wait for PL to have buyback again. You know, you let him come back in that fight. You waited all this time. And you had like the Aegis on the worst carrier. You had the Cheese on the worst carrier. I'd say that even the Refresher Shard being on Zeus was a bad play. You put any of that on Costa Bile, the fight is won. But he didn't pass any of it over it. They just left all of that sitting inside the pit. So Team Brazil coming in part of the seams. Yeah, they're just playing scared Dota. Might just end up costing them the game.
Haunt, that ends up used. They're looking for the duel. Who can they find it on? Nobody! King RD taking a lot of damage. There's the ghost ship. They get the kill on King RD. Now they look at the rest. Torrent Storm bouncing around as well as the will. So they got the control on a Costa Bile. He's there for 2 minutes. This should be the final fight for Infinity. 4 staff over from the side. KJ trying to get out of this one. Will do so successfully. Flea on the run as well. They got those kills very quickly.
Brought down in short order. And of course, you're fighting underneath this Will-O-Wisp. You're fighting underneath these boats from Kunkka. I mean, one of the best things about the Ghost Ship fleet is the fact that it refreshes that Kunkka's rum and the damage delay every time it comes in. There are so many times where even when you do manage to like do enough damage to Demandy, it's the boat that's keeping him alive. He's just sitting at 1 HP for like 30 seconds after the team fight, do that delayed damage coming in on him. And try to delay this on Mandy. Drop the stomp. Unfortunately, he just walks away from it. Tower dead in no time at all. Flea dead on the opposite side of the map, and he doesn't have money. Buyback. It's on cooldown still as well.
Oh no.
You play so safe, you wait so long just to fight into these Will-O-Wisp boats and let the PL get away.
Blink call hits onto the Elder Titan. Damage on the Mandy all of a sudden. Pops the Satanic to stay safe, but he is still taking so much damage. He needs to run.
Zeus is able to burst him down still, but again, he goes back, pops the Satanic, hits creeps a couple times, he's full HP again.
Go for the tier 4s, 34 seconds, blink, duel, Nimbus, Benjaz low, and Ghost Ship comes in. It doesn't matter. They've gone for the Ancient. They get the win.
Mandy running away with this game. My God, made some really risky plays in those last team fights in Roche Pit, and there was so many times that you were just an inch from winning on Team Brazil there, almost killing Mandy, almost grabbing that Divine Rapier, almost getting the Aegis and the Cheese on the heroes on Brazil, and not running at him when he didn't have his buyback. So Team Infinity just. Yeah, they played risky Dota, and they got rewarded for it.
Yeah, the Divine Rapier coming in clutch, 11, 3, and 12 for Mandy. Hits that level 30. Costa Bile didn't have a bad game, 15, 5, and 17, and neither did 40R, 10, 1, and 20. But at the end of the day, Infinity ESPORTS, their risk pays off, and they get rewarded with a victory and another split. They are now 0, 6, and 1. I don't know if that keeps them in last. I have no idea at this point. They now have more wins than Crazy and Zero and Haven Liberty. I don't know. I'll ask about the standings before we start tomorrow. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but look at that graph. Very exciting. Very much in favor of Team Brazil towards the end.
Yeah, Dota Plus just didn't think that they could lose this one.
And then all of a sudden, Infinity pull it back. Doing a really good job there, and that closes out the night. Now we'll be sending you over to Southeast Asia. So 24/7 Dota here at Beyond the Summit. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Monster Energy. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Beyond the Summit once again, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. 3 series tomorrow. Yeah, take care. Have a good night.